Today on Friday, February 16th, Dorney Park announced that they are adding an extremely popular event to their calendar. We're going to go into all the information that you need to know about the event and give our thoughts about it. But first, before we get into any of that, we'd like to say thank you for coming and watching this video. If you're brand new to this channel, please consider going down and subscribing. Helps us out a ton. We put out brand new roller coaster and amusement park content at least once a week. It's free to do, so why would you do that? If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back and joining us. We appreciate it so much. And if you feel like it, go down in the description. There's a link to a channel membership page, and that gives you a link to one of two tiers of our membership page. And what do they get? They get exclusive
videos, exclusive shout outs.
Like what these people are getting right here.
Exclusive pictures. Like when we go on trips, we take even more pictures for them. The studio partners get early access to certain videos, which is really cool, and it helps us out a ton. So definitely highly recommend checking that out.
Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, Dorney Park is adding Winter Chill Out. Now this is a winter event that's only been done at Cedar Point, I think, because no other Cedar Fair park that I know of has done a winter chill out event.
Yeah, I don't think so, because a lot of Cedar Fair parks have Winterfest, but that's something completely different. Winter chill out is something that, yeah, we're pretty sure only Cedar Point has ever done, and now Dorney Park is doing it.
So what this event entails is just like kind of a behind the scenes thing. It's a way to get into the park whenever the park isn't open. And so in particular, Dorney Park has a brand new B&M dive coaster, Iron Menace, that's being built currently. So what you'll get to do is you'll get to take behind the scenes tours of the construction and get to see, at Cedar Point, we've done that one before. So you get to see some of the areas where they have shows, and you get to see maintenance buildings and stuff like that.
So it's all just behind the scenes, the stuff that you can't normally see when the park is normally open.
Getting into all the details about this event, it's a one-day thing, March 16th. Pretty sure that's a Saturday. We didn't look for sure, but I'm 90% sure this will end up being a Saturday. And all the proceeds go to a charity, Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital.
Yeah, so all of the money that you spend going to this event will go to that charity, which is something like Cedar Point. All your money goes to a kid again, so Dorney Park is doing a similar thing with a different charity.
So speaking of all the money going to proceeds, how much money is this going to cost them?
It is going to cost you $60 a ticket to go, which is a lot cheaper than what Cedar Point charges for their winter chill out event.
Yeah, Cedar Point just upped it. Theirs is at $90 now this year. So with that $60, let's see what it says. You get one ticket to winter chill out. It's not a pass holder event. So if you have a gold pass to Dorney Park or a Cedar Fair all park passport pass, which replaced their platinum pass, you do not get entrance to this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay no matter whether you have any sort of pass or not.
Yeah, so you get behind the scenes access and guided tours. So it's guided. That's one thing. Cedar Point just started doing guided tours again.
Yeah, when we went, it wasn't guided, so you just had free range to go wherever you want, and then there were certain events that happened that you went to. But this is going to be a guided tour, so they show you around everything. No free walking. You're not free here.
Yeah, so it says that it could take hours, and I don't know. This is their first time doing it, so it's tough to say how many hours. Cedar Point, a much bigger park, takes about 4 or 5 hours at times for most of the events. So I don't know, maybe a little bit less than that, maybe 3 to 4 hours or something like that. But either way, one thing that they are doing for Dorney Park that they don't do at Cedar Point, which is very interesting, they don't like you, because if you're under 18, you are not allowed at this event. So to get into the event, you need your ticket and you need a waiver. So you print out a waiver.
So you can't go with other people that are above the age of 18. If you're under 18, you can't go.
No.
It is not like that at Cedar Point. Anybody can go, whether you're a baby and you're 1 month old or you're 95 years old, you can go to Cedar Point's winter chill out. But Dorney Park discriminates, I guess.
Yeah, they don't like under 18. So I assume what they're going to be doing is going into a lot of construction areas and like going like deep into like the Iron Menace construction area, so they don't want the liability of having
pushing over a support and then having a Zadra at Energylandia incident where the whole ride collapses and they got to rebuild it. Guess that's what they're thinking.
Well, I'm thinking more that they don't want anyone to get hurt, and that's why they have the waiver form for anyone over 18. But yeah, this is 18 and over. I get it. I think it kind of sucks for anyone that's younger, and it sucks for people that have minors that would want to go, that you might want, like me, if we were in the Dorney Park area, if we were in eastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, we might say, okay, let's go to this winter chill out event. And then I'm like, okay, I want to go, but I can't bring you, so I'm probably not going to go, because that's not really fair that I go and you don't get to go. So I think this might hurt attendance a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, there'll be some people. I don't know how many.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of people.
I don't know how many
buy
people,
the very limited tickets, because they point that out. It's very limited.
It's very limited, yeah. So I don't know how much less busy it's going to be. I don't remember how many people under the age of 18 were at Cedar Point's Winter Chill Out.
Cedar Point's got so popular that they now implement a lottery system, so you don't even actually get to go and buy tickets.
Yeah, you have to enter a lottery.
You have to win a chance to buy a ticket. But here it is noon, and this was announced at least like an hour or so ago. As we're filming this, it's noon. So I'm going to hit buy now. I'm going to try something out. I'm going to see if there's any tickets even available yet.
Let's find out.
So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to put 2 tickets next, and it is Saturday, March 16th, and I'm going to hit next. I mean, it's showing up. It hasn't said, I'm not actually going to buy these because we're not going to go, but it hasn't said that it's letting us get deep into the checkout process.
So there might, like we said, it's 11:56. There might still be tickets right at this moment.
Yeah, so there's tickets available for this event right now. That is something that would not have happened at Cedar Point. Cedar Points would have been done.
Sells out immediately.
In I think less than 5 minutes. I think it sells out. But so what do you think about some parks, some Cedar Fair parks that don't have any sort of Winterfest event?
Yeah.
Now Winterfest is it's a park event, but where you actually, some Cedar Fair parks have rides open, like Carowinds does it, King's Dominion, Kings Island.
California's Great America does it.
Yeah, Canada's Wonderland. So some parks do Winterfest, and they're open from like around Thanksgiving time all the way to New Year's.
It's a holiday themed event, so you have a lot of like Christmas stuff and stuff like that, and rides are actually open, so that's really the main difference.
But 2 of the parks that don't have any sort of Winterfest are indeed Dorney and Cedar Point.
And those are the ones that got Winter Chill Out.
Yeah, and other ones that don't, I think like Valley Fair and
Worlds of Fun.
Of Fun. Yeah, I don't think Worlds of Fun has a Winterfest.
So maybe like Valley Fair and Worlds of Fun, assuming like we said, I don't think those have any sort of winter events, so those could be getting Winter Chill Out. Like Cedar Fair could start saying, okay, we want more parks to have this other than just Cedar Point. Who knows? Yeah,
if there's a charity that those parks work with closely, they might want to add that in. And plus, it's just a way for local people to get into the park and just feel like, I mean, that's one of the big reasons that we went, is because just wanted to go and be in the park. We don't get to go to Cedar Point all winter long. So it's just a way to actually get into the park.
And it brings some hype, like Iron Menace. Once you like get to go in the area of Iron Menace or Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point, you like really feel more excited. You see it, you're right there. You're like, wow, this looks so cool. I can't wait to ride it.
Yeah, you're going to be really excited once you see that. And Cedar Point, I don't know if Dorney's going to do it. I know Cedar Point, they do a Q&A. So they make like actually some announcements, like whenever Steel Vengeance put their locker system, whenever they added the locker system into the line of Steel Vengeance, it was first announced at Winter Chill Out. So Dorney might do a similar thing. They might have one of their media directors sit there and do a Q&A, and maybe any new things that are going on at Dorney Park this year, any new shows or events or anything like that,
yeah,
they
they'll-
might announce at Winter Chill Out.
Yeah, most likely there will be some sort of announcement because they seem to like doing little announcements at these events, like you said.
So definitely worth checking out. If you're in that area, obviously we've never been to a Dorney Park Winter Chill Out.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
Definitely based off of the Cedar Point one, 100% recommend going. It's a fun event, gets you out and about on a day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess we've said everything that we could possibly say about this event. So any last thoughts or anything?
Not really.
Okay, well, that is it for this video. Thank you for coming and joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. Like this video if you found it helpful. And we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios.